We're here at the Reed Gardner facilities owned by NV Energy. We have 4 coal plants that range in age from 40 to 50 years. As a company, we supply 2.2 million people here in Las Vegas. What we're doing is testing a mix of coal and wood or biomass to see if we can mix in a renewable resource with our traditional coal to increase the amount of renewable energy that we generate for our customers. We think it's one of the cheapest renewable sources out there. The company has a standard to meet that's set by the state called the Renewable Portfolio Standard. And that requires us this year, for example, to generate 12% of our energy from renewable sources. That number will continually increase until it reaches 25% in 2025. And so we're seeing this as a viable resource that we can utilize in an existing plant without having to go spend new capital on, let's say, a new biomass plant, for example, a new wind turbine, a new solar facility. And our tests, we hope, will confirm that we don't have to do much more than just bring it in, blend it, mix it in, and put it into the boiler. So no new plants to build that our ratepayers will have to pay for. The wood product actually costs a little bit more than the coal, but we see it as one of the lowest cost renewable resources that's available to us. The wood is coming from burned timber in the National Forest in Arizona. This material would most likely be burned in the National Forest as part of fuel reduction or fire control. So in this sense, we're taking that same wood but burning it in a controlled fashion with the use of our scrubbers and baghouses to dramatically reduce the emissions that would occur anyway. And for the material that's not burned, it's going to be left in the National Forest to degrade, decompose, and that will form methane, which is 21 times worse from a greenhouse gas scenario than CO2. So yes, there is some cost associated with the harvesting, but we think it's more than offset by the advantages of burning it in a controlled environment. Our test period was about 30 days. We're about halfway through, so we have 2 more weeks to go. We'll evaluate the results, see if how we did in terms of emissions, what the cost was, and then we'll probably go back to the Public Utility Commission and the environmental regulatory agencies here in the state and go on to the next phase of hopefully doing this on a permanent basis.